The Tripen Osprey hosting the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers. So far, just under 2 minutes gone in the game, and we've had a couple of chances by the Growlers and a chance so far by the Osprey as well. As we get into the action here, this is Game 4. By the way, this is for the finals, the championship, and the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers leading this series now 2-1 after a double overtime period this past Tuesday night in the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. This is the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. The Growlers now getting that puck in deep. Looks like it was missed there at the line, so that's an icing call. That's going to stop things for a moment or so as we get line changes on both sides. David Sims, the technical producer tonight, quickly getting us on the air after we ran into some quick problems there just as we were about to start. So we had a great light show at the beginning of the program, and now here we are in the face-off, this big ice surface here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. And we've got, that looks like Tucker in there. He's pitcher, sorry. He's going to try to get that puck up along the boards, or he's being hounded by a couple of Growlers who are looking to get that out. Can't do it just yet, and it gets kicked out over the line. And that's Cleary grabbing that, number 16 for the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers. He, by the way, is Danny Cleary's nephew. Danny Cleary, of course, is which this center is named for here in Harbour Grace. And the Osprey get that right back out. That is Young trying to get it in deep there. It hits off a Growlers player. And the Growlers will try to turn that around once more, but the Osprey keep that in. And here's Tucker with it again, number 17 for the Osprey. Back to his D-man. He couldn't get a shot away. Finally, we do get a backhanded shot on the netminder for the Growlers. And he just steers that away. Puck is knocked in deep again. And the Growlers will try once more to get down. A hard hit on the boards there, keeping that puck steady for a moment. Rowe now on that. He'll dump it right back in for the Tripen Osprey. And, of course, they'll lay chase now. Here we go, a little breakout for the Growlers. They get that out of the zone, trying to get over the line. They finally get it in the zone. Whalen is there for the Osprey, number 8. He'll steer that away. And the Osprey will turn that puck around with a saucer pass across the ice. That one picked up by pitcher as he brings it in over the line. It gets knocked right back out again, so that means the Osprey will have to regroup. We see Adam Dawson out there as well, number 14, in on the forecheck. That puck gets knocked out and out over the line again by the Growlers. St. John's Pinnacle Growlers leading this series 2-1. No score here with just about 4 minutes gone in the first period of Game 4. The Osprey again, quickly trying to get out of their own zone. They don't want to get pinned in here at all. And they'll chase that in deep once more, but the Growlers are right there to try to hold things up along the boards, make sure there's no shot on their netminder. Their netminder tonight, by the way, is Hurley, number 31 for the Growlers. French between the pipes tonight, number 1 for the Tripen Osprey. That's Green with it, the team captain. He's going to slap that hard in on net, just goes wide. Hurley made a bat at it with his blocker, but didn't get it. And the Growlers trying to come away with it once more. They do get it out. That attempted knockdown turns out to be in the favor of the Ospreys. They bring it right back in the zone. Dawson Laundry there, or sorry, Damian Laundry trying to get a shot away. Dawson, the older brother, of course. Witten there gets knocked off the puck by both Laundry and number 18 for the Harris, of course, for number 18 for the Tripen Osprey. This action is fast, folks, and on this large ice surface, there's a lot of room to cover for these young men who, of course, trying to get on the board. Each team, respectively, trying to get on the board first. That puck gets knocked in. There's Damian Laundry with it one more time. That gets knocked out of the zone, and that is Harris knocking it back in there, trying to keep that away from any Growler who's around. The St. John's Pinnacle Growlers being hosted here by the Tripen Osprey for this game and for Game 5, which will happen on Easter Sunday, 2 p.m. here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. Growlers take it back into their own zone. A quick change, and they're trying to regroup there, but the Osprey are all over them so far, not allowing them much space here. Osprey turning and knocking that puck in. They'll throw it on nets, and it looks like Hurley's going to hold on to that and get a whistle. So face-off will be inside the zone. 5 minutes and 52 seconds gone here in the first period. I'm Aiden Hibbs. David Sims, the technical producer for tonight. If you were watching the last broadcast, of course, it went to double overtime, and the Growlers eked out a win in that one. Nick Crosby taking the face-off, number 91 for the Osprey here inside the Growler zone. That gets knocked away, and the Growlers come up with it. Growlers trying to get it out, but the Osprey holding it in. Goss has to turn back and knock it behind his net once more. We see the Osprey and Nick Crosby in on that puck right now. Takes the shot off the shoulder of Hurley. Puck comes back to the point. There's Byrne with it. He'll take a shot. That goes wide. Looks like it was deflected out front. Another attempt there gets knocked away by Hurley, and now the Growlers are coming out of the zone. They're over center. That is Butler there. That puck gets knocked away from him and knocked back to center. Nick Crosby has that puck now. He looks like he's going to take a shot. He does. And it goes again off the shoulder of Hurley and high and wide as a result. Growlers turn that around. Butler bringing it over the line. It gets immediately knocked away from him. Can't get it in the zone. We get an offside call there. Both teams will make changes. A big crowd here tonight at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center for this game, and fans on both sides. That's Porter winning that faceoff for the Growlers. That puck gets knocked back deep into the Growler zone, however, and they're forced to lay chase. Goss misses that as it comes around the back of the net for him. A little hard to see from this vantage point what's happening along the boards. That's Cleary out again for the Growlers. He'll drive that in deep and lay chase. He's got a couple of guys with him. Back to the point. A shot. Not much on that one. It gets knocked down by a couple of bodies there. Out of the zone we go. And that is number 4 laying chase to that, Kennedy. Osprey laying some pressure here on, knocking some pucks towards Hurley, who's forced to do a lot here in the opening frame of this hockey game. Growlers away with it once more. Chip pass doesn't quite get to its intended target, and that puck gets knocked all the way back. Growlers will pick it up in their own zone and send it high again. Osprey end up with that in the fray. And here's Adam Dawson, number 14, taking it in over the line. He can't get a shot away as Skinner and Daw are on him for the Growlers. In behind the net now. Got a pair from each team fighting for that puck. Hard hit along the boards there. That puck comes out. It gets knocked away, and behind the net again, the Growlers will take it. Skinner's waiting for a pass, but he's got a couple of Osprey right there. Man, they're not giving either team giving up much space here, but the Osprey on this forecheck, that's right out there as he goes down to one knee. Just trying to make sure nothing happens for the Growlers, and that's Green picking it up right there and knocking it back in deep. Growlers forced to regroup once more. Puck comes around behind the net. That's Daw picking it up right there, looking for a man to pass it to. He'll send that up the boards. The Growlers have it right now. Hard hit from Green. They're taking his man off the puck. Osprey with it in their own zone. Out over center now. And a hard shot towards the net. That one high and wide. Attempted centering pass. Didn't have much on it there as it gets knocked down. Harris will chase that back into the Osprey zone. Try to get it back out quickly. He does. Growlers pick it up and dump it right back in, but they're offside, so they'll have the tag up. Looks like a couple of changes will be made here as the Osprey looking to move ahead with that one. Laundry picking it up inside the zone. Can't control it. Gets knocked off that puck, and it comes right back out. Green and Harris laying chase on that. And they had a couple of Growlers quickly behind them. The Growlers now just onside. Puck gets knocked out over the line again, so they'll have to come out and re-rack. Taking that puck back into their own zone. That's Goss there. He'll knock that ahead. Little bank pass off the boards, and the Osprey managed to pick that one up. Reardon now on the forecheck in deep against Goss, really pushing him back. Attempted pass off the boards. Ends up in a centering pass for the Osprey, and that had to be steered away by Hurley. Goss back in behind the net again now. He'll take a moment here, but then he's quickly going to try to get out. Damian Laundry not giving him, or sorry. Damian Laundry not giving him much space there. Puck now deep into the Osprey zone. That'll go up and out of play for a whistle as we get a couple of guys who are tangled up just to the left of the Osprey netminder. Number 1, French in net for tonight. I'll also take a moment here to say happy birthday, by the way, to Clay Ryan, turning 17. He's number 1 with the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers, and he is the second goalie tonight. He's on the bench at the moment as they do have Hurley in the net. But happy birthday to you, man. I hope you're having a great one. I hope all your family who couldn't be here at the Danny Cleary Center in person are watching this broadcast tonight. That's Shepard with it at the line for the Growlers. He'll drive that in deep. Butler chasing it behind the net. He'll knock that back to his D-man, and a cross-ice pass back to Shepard. Shepard looking for a lane. Thought he had one. Didn't quite get through there as Fowler blocked that shot. An attempted centering pass is picked up and knocked ahead. Osprey trying to get that ahead, and they get caught up on the boards there. Now that's Nick Crosby knocking it in deep. Walsh chasing that. He's got Fowler on his tail. Pass went a little too far. Crosby trying to get that back through the Growlers' feet. Couldn't quite work. Picked up in the neutral zone. Hiscock in over the line. Hiscock will take a shot. And French holds on to that for a whistle. 9:06 left to play here in the first period. I'm Aiden Hibbs at the Danny Cleary Center in Harbour Grace. And David Sims, who we've been spending a lot of time together over the last number of weeks. He's producing the program for you here this evening. Thanks for joining us. Porter now in the face-off. And he'll square up, looks like, against Tucker here for the Osprey. And it comes back to Daw. Oh, big hard hit there. And Young took the worst of that. Puck in behind the net now. That's Green with it. Trying to move that out quickly. Up the boards, but it lands on the Growlers' stick. Daw back with it again. Another cross-ice pass here. And up. Looks like we'll get an icing call on that one as it missed its intended target. And another whistle. Crowd relatively quiet here watching this game so far because everybody's just holding their breath. All an important game here now. Can the Growlers go ahead and make it a 3-1 series, or will the Osprey tie this up here in Game 4 tonight? Tucker in the face-off circle now to the right of the Growlers netminder. He'll take that for the Osprey. Osprey have it. It's a shot right in the breadbasket. I do believe that was Green who took that shot. It was hard and fast and quick. Back to Green again. Fakes a shot, but he does take one. Oh, that puck is open. Osprey couldn't get there in time, and it looked like Hurley didn't see exactly where it went now. He tides the ship pretty quickly. That's Cleary. Cleary made a great pass across ice there, and a backhanded shot from Porter just went high and wide. Taw knocking it down inside his own zone. D-to-D pass. They'll take a moment here as they got a couple of Osprey in on the forecheck. Laying some pressure again. Porter chasing that puck into the Osprey zone, looking for someone to pass it to. He took a shot and looked like the rebound was coming for Cleary, but that got interrupted. Back out to the neutral zone. Goss picks it up. He wastes no time and tries to pick up a head of steam here and get in. He'll give that to Porter. Porter will take a shot. It's blocked by Green. Another shot goes high and wide and around the back of the net and up the boards. Looked like Devereaux was going to make a run for that, but then decided to leave it for his pal. Oh, it's picked up by Pitcher, knocked off the stick. Pitcher couldn't get to it in time to get a shot away, and the Growlers turn it around once more. That's Porter. Porter will take the shot. That goes wide, and it'll come right back out of the zone again. Growlers attempt to get it back in, couldn't do it. And the Osprey now will carry that in. That's Pitcher there, gets interrupted. Osprey with the puck. Try to knock that ahead for Dawson. Dawson couldn't pick it up. And the Growlers have it once more. It's pretty quick exchanges here on puck possession for sure, and lots of quick, fast action in this U18 AAA hockey action. Wrap-around attempt right there is stopped, and French hanging on to that one. That was a neat little, quick little play from Goss. He'll go off for a change. He was quite winded coming up and down the ice. That was a pretty quick maneuver for him. Swung around the back of the net and trying to get that past French there and just could not do it. Face off to the left of French now, and the Osprey have that back. And they'll try to get it out of their own zone. They'll carry it out. Bring it in there. That's Laundry with that. He'll dump it in deep and lay chase. Attempted centering pass. Shot goes across the net, but no actual shot on the net that time. And, of course, another pass is interrupted there. Growlers now, the cross-ice pass. They'll carry that into the zone. That's Skinner. Skinner looks like he's going to shoot. Wow, dangerous shot, but a nice glove on the part of French. He'll hang on to that. Man, the chances are coming quickly for both teams here as we've got 6:37 left to play in the first at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. Both teams making changes to get some fresh legs out there. Witten in the face-off circle now for the Pinnacle Growlers. And Vitch chasing that behind the net, but the Osprey looking quickly now to get that out. Some pressure right there, but they do get it out into the neutral zone, and it won't go any further than that. Puck getting tossed around. Laundry now tipping it in deep, and again, he'll lay chase. We've seen him do that just a matter of moments ago. He gets knocked off the puck coming around back there. And the Growlers quickly trying to get that out of their zone up through the neutral zone. We see Cornu on the far wing there. Oh, that puck almost got knocked onto French unexpectedly there by his own player. Growlers picking that up out front. Cooper has it now. He's looking for a lane. He'll shoot, and he'll score. Growlers first to get on the board here in Game 4. It's 1-0. We'll get a quick replay of that, I'm sure, in a matter of moments. You can see he had some space here coming out front as that puck comes back to Cooper. He takes his time. He'll shoot. And the crowd in front didn't really give French much of a chance to see that puck the way he would have wanted to. 5:56 left to play in the first. Face-off at center ice. Game 4. The St. John's Pinnacle Growlers leading the series 2-1, and right now a 1-0 lead here in Game 4. Growlers at the puck again. They'll bring it out to the neutral zone, but they can't get it any further than that as the Osprey pick it off a couple of times, and now will try to get it in deep. They have it there. We see Alex Crane on the ice and along the boards. He got knocked down, but he's quickly back to his skates. Dahl will knock that behind the net for Hodder, and Hodder will it'll tip off the boards there as that looks like Butler coming in pretty quick there. Butler's a fast skater for the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers. Fowler and Crane out there now in neutral ice. That's Fowler chasing it into the zone. He's got Crane on the far side with him. Growlers get that back out. Little tip right there as Walsh knocks that in for himself there. We see Fowler in deep. That puck gets taken away by Butler. Knocked back for Fowler. Too many bodies in the corner there for that puck to go free. Now Dahl with a cross-ice pass. Looks like a shot coming. That gets off a knee out front. And a second shot will get deflected high up over the net and into the netting for a stoppage in play. Less than 5 minutes to go here now in the first period. The St. John's Pinnacle Growlers fans in attendance here tonight appreciated that first goal from Cooper. 1-0 if you're just joining us for the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers over the Tripen Osprey in the NL U18 Championships game here. AAA. Face off to the left of French. The Osprey get that out of the zone. It's rolling back and being chased right there by Goss, who will pick that up long before an icing call and carry that behind his net. Now he's trying to get out quickly. And he gets it out, and we see that knocked ahead there. Porter chasing it, and Cleary has it. Cleary trying to get it back to Porter. Couldn't do it. Too many Osprey in the way. Cleary there with a little tip. French is out to play that. He'll give that to Green. Puck comes out. Goss will knock that down. And he can't really control it there as the Osprey are hard on him. That's Young trying to get a chance at it there, and he gets knocked off of that. Growlers turning around and come back out with it again. That's Cleary once again, number 16 for the Growlers. He'll leave that for his defenseman. The defenseman just knocks it into the corner. Devereaux has it now at the point. He'll take a shot. That rolls through. French leaving a rebound there, but no consequence because that shot could not get away. Another shot from the point goes high and lands in the glove of French. He'll hang on to that for a whistle here. Both teams playing very well. Both teams know exactly what's on the line. And this is a fast-paced game. We saw the exact same thing Tuesday night at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. Here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. No different. Both teams want the win. Randall out now for the Osprey, for the Growlers. I can see him there, and that's Adam Dawson in the face-off there. Adam knocks that away, but it does come back to the Growlers. Pitcher gets that out of the zone, but he couldn't control it, kind of lost his footing there, trying to get around Skinner. Growlers trying to pick that up. Adam Dawson will attempt to keep it in. Gets knocked down by a body and comes out the center. Oh, great interruption of play there. The Skinner thought he had it right out, knocked that puck away from him, but it does eventually get knocked back into the Osprey zone where it's in deep right now. The Osprey trying to get that out. But it gets knocked back in. French will leave that for his defenseman around the back of the net. And around the back of the net once more. Trying to get the Growlers out of the way there, but they're chasing hard on the forecheck. Rideout has it now. He's getting that out. Adam Dawson has it, and Adam up the pitcher. Pitcher's going to shoot. That gets deflected off of Shepard's stick and nearer the net. Finally bounces off the backboards. And Hurley will cover that up for a whistle in his own zone. 1-0. 3:05 left to play in the first period. Game 4. Danny Cleary, Harbour Grace Community Center in the NL U18 AAA Championship Series. Sparks out now to take the face off for the Osprey. Growlers trying to turn that out. That was Goss with that. And they will get it out of the zone. We see Cornu running with it now. It's a little bump for his efforts. Walsh will throw that around the boards. Looks like it's going to come back to Daw. He was going to take a shot, but he had Sparks on him pretty quickly. It's Cornu. Back to Goss. Witten is waiting for it. Osprey trying to get it free here. Can't do it. Goss with it again. Looking for another wraparound. Perhaps. Could not do that. Now the Osprey have it. And it comes in, but the Growlers collapsed right there. 4-on-1. A shot from the Osprey did go wide of the nets. Now Sparks on it one more time. He's coming around. Goes circle around. Almost lost it at the line. But gathers it up and throws it right on net into the glove of Hurley. There we go. The Growlers trying to get that up. Great defensive play there by Whalen at the line to make sure Vitch didn't get it. Walsh knocks it down now. He'll throw that up. Growlers not able to control it gracefully in their own zone here. They'll come away with it once more, though. That is Daw, number 10 for the Growlers. He's stopped up there by Whalen, who took control of that puck. Whalen tries to get it out, but that shot is blocked, so he'll send it back around for Nick Crosby, who will throw that back around for Whalen again, but he gets knocked off the puck, and that puck comes out front. Now the Osprey have it up through center. One man all alone. He's going to elect to shoot. He does. It's in the glove of Hurley. We'll get a stoppage of play. We're down to 1:27 here in the first period. I'm Aiden Hibbs. David Sims is producing the program tonight. We're at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. He's off now in the Growler zone. Nick Crosby out. Crosby trying to push that ahead. Finally, he gathers it up himself. Tries to throw behind the net. Crane fighting for it behind the net. Couldn't come up with it. A couple of bumps from Crane, but the puck is out. And the Growlers have it. Walsh will take a shot. Wow, he fell as he did. And a great save there by French. Had to be quick on that one. Osprey turning it back into their own zone. Green stops up. He's got Witten, Walsh on him, I think. And Crosby will try to get it out. Now that puck does come out over the line. Puck gets sent exactly back in. You hear the linesman calling no icing, no icing. Green has it now. Fowler looking for it, but that puck comes up. Ends up in the zone there, and Crane was looking for a chance to maybe get a quick breakaway. Growlers take it once more, and we see number 18, Hiscock for the Growlers. He'll leave that for Cleary. Cleary, oh! Over the Butler. Butler could not tap that in. Another great save on the parts of French, and that puck comes back into the Growler zone. They'll gobble it up and look for a way to get it out. Cleary now gets interrupted there by Green. Smart play. Green saw that coming a mile away. Now the Osprey looking to turn it around. We've got less than 10 seconds left here to play in the first period, and the action still really fast. I don't know if these guys took a second to look at the clock. Oh, that almost looked like it went in there. Another shot across the net did not go in. That'll mean the end of the first period there with a couple of quick chances from the Osprey in a quick 20 minutes of play. So they'll take a little time to regroup, and we will come back with Game 4. Right now, the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers leading the Tripen Osprey 1-0. When we return, period number 2. Stay with us. And welcome back to the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center here in Game 3 of the NL U18 AAA Championships. So far, the Growlers leading this series 2-1 against the Tripen Osprey here in the first 7 seconds of the second period. The Osprey with a chance. That stops, so a face-off now inside the Growler zone. Osprey attempting to turn and make a little move there, but gets knocked down. So now the Growlers are coming in. That's Witten with the puck, number 22. He'll take a shot off the back of the net there. We do have a penalty call on that one. Looks like a tripping call. And it's going to be against number 88, Laundry with the Tripen Osprey. 20 seconds into the second period. By the way, the Pinnacle Growlers are leading this game 1-0 after a goal in the first from Cooper. Found his slots in the points. I'm Aiden Hibbs, David Sims, your producer for this evening. Face off to the left of French. Growlers win that one. Goss has it at the points. He'll give it to Hiscock. Back to Goss. Goss fakes his shot. Nothing there. Comes back to Goss one more time. Back. Goss looking for an open lane there. Can't get it. The shots from Butler gets knocked down out front. Butler turns with it now. He'll give it back to Goss. Goss with a slapper that goes high. That gets knocked down by his own player, it looks like there. And finally shoveled towards the nets where French will cover that up and hang on. 1:33 left to go in the power play for the Growlers, and 19-13 left to go in this period here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. The action is fast. One thing you'll note about these games, folks, is the length of time typically between whistles. Sometimes you can go 4 or 5 minutes without a whistle. Butler stays out, so does Goss now for the Growlers on this power play. I don't think they made any line changes there at all. Kennedy took that face off. Butler now moving that puck across. Puck will come back to Goss. Again, looking for a lane, and the Growlers out front attempting to block the vision of French. Butler has it. Butler looking for a lane. It'll come across for Hiscock. Hiscock will shoot. That one stopped by French. That's 2 attempts so far here on nets in this power play for the Growlers. 48 seconds gone. Osprey will make some changes. Young is out. And Crosby. That puck will come out of the zone and all the way down. It'll kill off a few precious seconds here for the Osprey. Young is in on the forecheck as the Growlers turn and try to make something happen quick. A lot of pressure there from Young. Good thing, but Goss comes away with it. He's in the zone. And now he's looking to set it up again. He'll give that to Butler. Goss and Butler trading places here. Butler will spin around. Looks like it's coming back to Goss, and it does. Goss does not have a shot there, so he'll move that cross ice to Walsh. Oh, an attempted shot there by Hiscock. He couldn't get what he wanted on that. On that puck. Couldn't be stopped at the line. Looking right out now, laying chase. Hurley will come out and play that away. That puck will get caught there in the skates of Butler and knocked down. Now the Growlers come away with it once more in the neutral zone. That's Butler and Porter there, and Hiscock coming in on the other side. Green falling down, but taking that puck away. Now the Growlers trying to get it back out front again. Another shot. That one is knocked down. They can't seem to control it here as the Osprey are moving it away. Porter looking for a lane, can't find one. Gives that to Goss. It slips to the corner. Goss will turn and send that back for his man. Osprey fighting for that. And now they have it. And Green will lift that up and down the ice. Laundry now, who's back out on that puck. He gets a shot. He gets interrupted there, so it didn't get everything he wanted, and it just goes wide of the net. Puck coming back to the line. Green can't hold it in. That's Harris with it right there. Harris looking to move it ahead, and he does. Crane tips that in. It gets stopped at the line. And there's Laundry with it again. It comes back out for Vitch and gets knocked right back in by Harris. The Osprey will have to get back on side. Crane still in. White still offside. Crosby not hearing that call. Trying to move out. Osprey with it again. Here's Green. He'll move that ahead and into the zone. Crosby just staying on side there. Green gets a shot. Oh, it gets caught under the pad and left open there in the blue ice just for a second. Another attempt goes high and wide of the nets. Osprey fighting to get on the board here. The puck comes out. Growlers can't control that. Now they do get it out. Green, though, will knock that right back in. And Crane chasing it. He's got Crosby in deep with him as well on the forecheck. It's a good response, don't you think, to the penalty and the power play on the parts of the Growlers. It looks like the Osprey coming back and just trying to add some pressure of their own here with a couple of chances. Nothing materializing for them just yet, but they are trying real hard. It's 1-0, by the way, here in Game 4 as we're into the second period, almost 4 minutes in for the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers. Tucker now out for the Osprey to take the face off. And he doesn't cleanly win it, but he did win that one. Growlers trying to get that out. Osprey holding it in. That's Byrne there at the line. He'll send that back to the corner for Young. Young gets it out. Rowe now with a chance, but it gets blocked. And Cleary couldn't get his stick on that for the Growlers to get it out of the zone. Cleary trying again. It does come out. Not all the way, though. Cleary chasing that. There's Kennedy moving it to center. Cleary in the zone there. Rowe picks that up, though, for the Osprey. He'll do a little spin and try to get that back out. That puck is held in, and we see Shepard with it, number 6. He's got lots of room here for his shots. A great save by French. Lands nicely in his glove. 4 minutes and 25 seconds gone here in period number 2. I'm Aiden Hibbs. I'm not alone. David Sims is here, but he doesn't say much. He's just on the camera doing that great work for you, making sure you see every aspect of this game. I'm definitely not alone because there's a lot of people here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. Porter out now for the Growlers. He'll win that and give it back. That shot goes wide from Devereaux. Ends up on the stick of the Osprey. And here's Laundry with it, trying to get in alone. Couldn't do it as Devereaux is back. And knocks him off the puck. Puck does trickle towards the nets, and Hurley out to play that one for a whistle. We talk about extended times between whistles. It doesn't always happen. We just lost 12 seconds there in that play. But the Osprey end up with an opportunity in the Growler zone here now. Face off to the right of Hurley. See Reardon out. Reardon leaves that for Laundry. Laundry kicks to his feet and sweeps it towards the net, off the post, actually. I do think Hurley thought that was going wide, but it almost went in. Laundry chasing that again and trying to figure out what to do with it. He'll send that back in for Sparks. Goss is on that, trying to get that out. And a Sparks fall there. That puck will not come out. Looked like it was coming out, actually. Green was Whalen was getting ready to follow that all the way back. Whalen now will throw that into the zone again as the Osprey get back on side and immediately head back in on the forecheck. Growlers behind their own net making some moves. Reardon laying a little pressure there, and the Growlers have to move that puck finally, and they do. Not out of the zone just yet. Finally it does come out, but there's Whalen right back on it, knocking it into the stick of Goss, who stopped that from getting to the net. Sparks has it on the line, waiting for his teammates to line up. Laundry wasn't quite there when he went back in, and that's an offside call. 5 minutes, 31 seconds gone here in the second period. I'm Aiden Hibbs at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. Last time was Tuesday night. These two teams met, went to double overtime, and the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers came away the victors and took the lead in the series 2-1. They're leading this game 1-0. The Osprey want to, of course, tie this series here tonight. The next game is Easter Sunday, by the way, 2 o'clock. Here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. That puck flicked in. And Hurley acting a little like an outfielder that time, catching that in his glove, hanging on for a face-off. Line of Crosby. Crane. And Fowler out there for the Osprey. There's Crosby with a shot. And Hurley stops that one right in the breadbasket. Osprey taking chances, making shots, looking to tie this thing up here in the second period. That Play whistled down pretty quickly off the face-off there. Fowler in this time for the face-off. Really tried to grab that to the side of the net. Crane knocked it away from him. And Fowler couldn't spin that around. That puck is held in by Green. Now it comes out. It's sent right back up. Harris on that again for the Osprey. Tried to send that ahead, but gets picked up right at center there by Hiscock, who's doing some spinning and trying to get into the zone. He does, but he's got all 5 Osprey on him. He ends up falling. It's a hooking call against number 9, Crane of the Osprey. That's the second penalty in the second period for the Ospreys so far. Alex Crane going to the box for 2 minutes on a hooking call. 1-0. And the Growlers double their lead here now. The Osprey forced to kill another 2 minutes. We see pitcher Walsh, Rideout is out as well. From my vantage point, I can't see the numbers on the 4th Osprey player at the moment. I'll let you know in a second. And there's Daw with that now. Daw having to spin around and send that back to the corner. Walsh laying chase there. That's Whalen, number 8, by the way, for the Osprey, the other defenseman who's out. That puck came out over the line. Porter thought he had held it in, but the linesman with a quick eye saw that one. 1:42 left in this power play for the Growlers. Face off in the neutral zone. That's pitcher taking it for the Osprey. Puck gets tied up for a second, but the Growlers get it in. Not able to make any plays right there. There's Rideout. Rideout's going to give that ahead there for pitcher, and pitcher will try to fire that in deep. He gets it into the zone, and Rideout will stay on the forecheck here as he forces the Growlers back into their own zone and trying to kill off some precious seconds here again. We see Witten running away with it now into the zone. He's going to try to come across the front. He does get a shot away, but French is pretty quick on that. Great positioning there on the part of the Osprey goaltender to stop that one. Growlers will make changes, so will the Osprey here. Penalty killers and power play unit changing up for both teams. Butler out against Young here now for the face-off. Rowe there trying to knock that one away. The puck does come out, and we've got a breakaway here. Kennedy, number 4. Can he score? Oh, it goes wide, but he's back on the puck again. Great action there, and he almost had a second attempt. Here comes Butler in over the line for the Growlers. He's got speed, tries to leave that. He gets knocked away. Goss grabs it at the line. Now here, a shot backhanded goes way wide. It was intended for Butler, I think, but Butler could not get his stick on it. Here's Walsh with it now, the captain of the Growlers. He'll send that across for Goss. Goss making some moves here, looking for a lane, and he finds one. No, he doesn't. It gets deflected high up into the netting, that shot. He thought he had a clear lane there, but that puck found its way into the netting, and we have another face-off. Just 38 seconds left to play here. I say just 38 seconds, but if you're on the Osprey bench right now, that 38 seconds can kind of feel like forever, I'm sure. 12-17 left to play in the second. Face-off to the right of French. The Osprey looking to kill off the second penalty here in the second period. That puck comes back to the point. That is Shepard with it now. This shot that goes wide. Butler back on that puck on the board, just holding it in. Oh, it gets knocked out, and Goss is forced to grab that. He'll give it to Shepard again. Goes back to Goss. And he'll move it ahead. He's got some space there. He's got Walsh with him. Hiscock back on the point. Goss him behind the net. Osprey looking to get that out. Comes back to Hiscock. Hiscock gives it to Goss. Goss trying to get in deep there. He does. Puck goes across the blue ice. No Growler there to tip it in. They get knocked away, and here's Butler now trying to keep that in. Create some space again. Shot from Goss goes wide of the net. Growlers keeping it in. By the way, we're back to 5-on-5. Growlers now the shot and a save by French. And here's Byrne doing a great job of keeping that away. I'm sorry, that's Rowe. That's Byrne back behind the net there. Now the Osprey kind of stuck in their own zone here a little bit. They'll finally get it out. That's Laundry trying to get it out over the line. It comes out, Gets knocked away from him, though, and Walsh turns it around again. He's got Butler and Hiscock in with him. Walsh with another shot that gets deflected up into the netting. 9 minutes and 3 seconds played here in the second period, so just 10:57 left to go. Tell you what, these periods go by pretty quickly. Still 1-0. That's the way we ended the first. And the Growlers have the lead here in game 4. Face off again to the right of French. Growlers come up with control here. That is Porter back to the line. Shot. That goes wide. So I think it got deflected wide there off the blocker of French. Here come the Osprey. Kennedy is in. He had a great opportunity there a little while ago. He takes a shot, but that ends up back on the Growlers' stick, and the Growlers are out with it one more time. Cleary in over the line. He's going to elect to shoot that. It does go over the heads of the netminder and off the boards. The glass, actually. You probably heard the clunk from where I'm standing. Cleary trying to make something happen now for the Growlers. That puck comes back to the line. It's held in there and will get knocked in again by Daw. Hard to see in the corner sometimes here. Oh! A shot right on French. He saw it coming right at the last second there. Landed in his glove. Made that save look like a beauty, didn't he? 1-0 for the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers here in period 2, game 4. Growlers leading this series, by the way. 2-1, and this is for all the marbles, folks. Best 4 out of 7 in this series. Whoever wins it will be crowned the champions. So right now, the Osprey looking to tie the series, and the Growlers looking to increase the lead. The time being spent in the Osprey zone. That's Cooper with a shot that gets deflected off right out, so it goes nowhere but in the corner. Shot there, and puck bounces off the side of the nets. Now it's in behind. Spent a lot of time in behind the net there. Skinner will move that behind. Growlers player gets knocked down. The Osprey are on that. He's got a couple of Growlers in fighting with him for the puck. Hard hit along the boards there. The puck is still in the zone. And we get a whistle on the play. 10:22 gone in the second. We'll see the defenseman change here for the Osprey. Puck and face off in the neutral zone. That is Byrne with that right now. He'll tip that ahead. It comes into the zone. Cooper's going to be quick to turn that and get it out. And he does. Growlers forced, though, back into their own zone. Shepard has it now. He's way in deep behind his own net. He's got pitcher on him. They finally break out here. Puck comes out over the line. That is Knight with it. Puck gets knocked away from Knight by Rowe. Doesn't come out of the zone. Now it does. And that was right out, sending it ahead. Skinner picks that one up just inside his own zone, and the Growlers will get it out again. Knight trying to tip it in deep. Stopped up there by Byrne and tipped out of play. Ruled offside as it did come out and bounced right back in. And Skinner found himself with that puck inside the Osprey zone for the offsides. Both teams making changes. Great fast action here. Face off in the neutral zone this time. Just out in front of the Growlers bench. Nick Crosby and Whitten facing off here. Officials checking the gates. Everything looks good. We'll get that face off now. And looked like the Osprey had won that, but Cornu was trying to take away any opportunity they had and get on it early. Inside the Growler zone now. Green waiting for it at the line as the puck is being fought for along the boards. It comes back out. Vitch chasing that. He gets stopped up there by Green. And Green has it once more. He'll turn that around and try to get it back out of the zone. It does come out. Alex Crane with it now, picking it up off the boards. A shot. Kicked out by Hurley. Green with it. He'll move that across to Harris. Harris takes a shot. That's blocked out front. Green holding that in. Great effort there. It's Fowler. Harris has it now. Harris lost it off his stick. Held it in the zone, though. Growlers have it now. Goss turning with that. He'll leave that for Devereaux. Goss with it once more. It comes out of the zone. There's Witten with it. Looking for his man, Vitch. He turns, falls, doesn't get a pass away. Vitch, though, does pick up the puck. Not leaving any scraps around there. Puck is out front. A lot of people out there looking for it. Nobody really able to control it. Now a shot comes in wide of the net and goes around behind. Laundry with it. Laundry's going to send it all the way down the ice for an icing call on that. 7:28 left to play here in the second period. Still 1-0 for the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers here in Game 4. I'm Aiden Hibbs along with David Sims. David hasn't had to use the replay a whole lot yet tonight. Just one time for one goal in the first period from Cooper, giving the Growlers the lead here. But he's doing a tremendous work with the camera. Of course, if you're watching from home, thank you for joining us. And I'm no doubt enjoying the great camera work of David Sims here. Hiscock with that puck now for the Growlers. He'll send that across. He didn't have much of an opportunity to shoot himself there. It kind of goes into everybody's feet and comes away for the Osprey to collect. Laundry with it one more time. He's got Hiscock on him deep in the zone already. Puck comes back and bounces over the stick of Rowe and heads way down the ice. We got French out to play it. French throws that away from Walsh. And that is Whalen sending it up high and out into the neutral zone for Laundry to pick up and quickly get into the zone. Oh, a shot there comes across. Great centering pass and a great opportunity, but just could not get that one in the net. Another shot. Hiscock, that goes off the glove. French steers that away. Hiscock still with that puck. Trying to get it back, actually, from Sparks, it looks like. And there's a bit of a battle going on along the boards. The puck is long, left him. Sparks has to collect his stick. Hodder will throw that back in. It comes out over the line now into the neutral zone. Hodder will get it back and throw that ahead once more. And Whalen will toss that out to neutral ice for Hodder to pick up. It's almost like a game of tennis here at the moment. Rowe backhanding that out for Reardon, who has it. He's got Laundry with him coming into the zone. Growlers quick to get back. Nice pass. Oh, great shot. Oh, my goodness. What a save by Hurley. Looked like a sure goal right there for Laundry, but he just could not tuck that in on a beautiful play. Shot gets blocked out front. That one rolls right in, and Hurley will glove that one. One of the best opportunities of the night so far for the Osprey. On a beautiful play. I thought for sure we were going to get to use the replay on that one, but no, sir. Hurley was there to stop that from happening. Kennedy, Tucker, and Young out now. Forward line for the Osprey. Puck comes back and quickly gets shot by Green. A clear shot right into Hurley, who finds that one again with his glove and will hang on to it for the whistle. Osprey putting lots of pressure on. Not getting the bounce they want just yet. The Growlers coming away with that once more. That is Cleary sending that into the zone. French is out to play it. He'll leave that for Green, the team captain. Byrne will pick that up and come around with it. He's looking for someone to pass it to. That gets deflected off a stick. It ends up on Cooper's stick. He's the goal scorer tonight, number 7. He's in, looking dangerous. He'll take another shot, but this time French has that one. .37 gone here in the second period. 5:23 left to play. 1-0 for the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers. Aiden Hibbs at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. Face off to the left of French. And the Osprey with the puck for the moment, trying to get it out. Here's Byrne with it one more time, trying to backhand that. Gets picked off by Cleary. And he'll throw that behind the net once more. Green trying to get that out. Puck held in at the line. Now it comes out all the way to neutral ice and into the Growler zone. Young looking to pick that one up and carry it in. He's got it on his stick again. He'll take the shot. But Hurley is right there, anticipating exactly where that was going to go. A little bit of a scrum now out in front of Hurley, actually. He didn't look too pleased with what was going on. And under 5 left to go in the second period. Man, these periods go by pretty quickly, and a slim lead here for the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers. Great hockey action. Shot. Trickles wide of the net. Osprey trying to keep that one back in. Can't do it. But they will send it back, and Knight throwing that in for his defenseman. A cross-ice pass. And Knight finally trying to get that out. He gets knocked down by Harris for his efforts. Harris will throw that right back into the corner and behind the nets. Right out in on the forecheck, chasing that puck, but he's offside. He'll have to tag up Osprey do. Gives time for the Growlers to get that out of their zone. And they'll knock that right back into the Osprey zone. Now the Growlers getting back on side. Right out now, trying to give that to his man out front, but he couldn't do it. Ends up on the stick of Knight again. A shot. And French will hang on to that one. 4:05 left to play here in the second period. And the face-off, the pitcher knocking that away out of harm's way for the moment for the Osprey. Pitcher will get the puck back. It's in his feet right now, and he's got Hunter on him. Finally, that puck is tipped up, but it cannot get out. Held in by the Growlers. And here's team captain Green with it. He'll send that ahead for Rideout. Rideout will bring it into the zone. He's trying to get that out front. Can't do it. It's taken away by the Growlers and sent back to the boards. Finally, pitcher will throw that back into the corner. It's Rideout chasing that one more time. The puck is left, actually, along the Zamboni gate. Oh, a hard shove down right there. Knight with it now coming out of the zone. Knight skipping past a hit there and knocks that puck a little deeper. Here's Nick Crosby with it now for the Osprey. He's going to turn and bring that up ice out of his own and through the neutral zone. He'll give it to pitcher. Pitcher will carry that in. He's got Crosby still with him. An attempt to pass to Crosby. Gets knocked away and the Growlers turn around with it. That's Cleary with a shot right there. He ends up getting taken down. We got a penalty on that play. Looks like a cross check. And one more time in this period, the Osprey will find themselves a man short as Whalen gets the call for that. Number 8, the defenseman, who's done some great work all through these playoffs, actually, and in this game as well. Right now, he'll have to sit out for 2 minutes while the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers have a man advantage. Cleary, Vitch, and Witten out on this power play for the Growlers. Osprey coming away with that, but there's Dodd trying to keep it in, and he does. He'll give that to Porter. Oh, great stick there by Reardon, who gets that out of the zone. Fowler in on the forecheck now. He's outnumbered, and that puck does come back to neutral ice. Growlers forced to turn around there and try to set something up. Dahl will take it in. And the Osprey trying to turn that around pretty quickly there. Not letting the Growlers set much up at the moment. Growlers now back to Dahl. Cross ice, looking for a lane, and Porter will shoot. That gets blocked out front. And now Fowler trying to get a stick on that to get it out. Can't do it. There's Growlers come away with it one more time, and that puck. That's Walsh, I do believe. Or Vitch. Hard to tell from this vantage point, but he came out. Wasn't intending a backhanded shot, but it's kind of what happened. But French was quick enough to grab that puck and hold on to it. Face off again. Here's Harris with it behind the net. He'll try to get that out, and he does. Comes to neutral ice where Gossel collected. Kennedy was hot on his tail. And Kennedy staying in on the forecheck. A glove loss there from Butler. Puck comes up the ice. And that is Hiscock trying to carry that in. Puck comes back out. Goss will take it one more time. Cross for Butler. Butler will elect to carry that into the zone himself this time. That puck comes around the back of the boards there. An attempted clearing. Doesn't happen. It's held in at the line. The Osprey trying to kill off this penalty here. It's just 25 seconds left to go now. Puck comes to Goss. He's looking for a lane. Can't find one, so he'll give it back. And a shot from Hiscock, number 18. It's a goal. 2-0 on this power play. Hiscock finding the back of the net for the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers. 1:19 left to play in the second period. The lead now 2-0 for the Pinnacle Growlers here. They scored once in the first. They have scored here again late in the second period. Tripen Osprey plagued by 3 penalties in this second period. Growlers at the puck again off that face-off. Nick Crosby putting some pressure on there, trying to make something happen. That puck comes to Alex Crane, who falls. But the Ospreys still have it, and here's Sparks with it. He tried to send that across, and it gets picked off right there by Witten, who will leave that for Vitch. Vitch trying to tip that ahead for his line mate, who can't get there. He falls down. Osprey leave the puck behind. Comes out front. Another shot. That one goes high and into the netting. Less than a minute left to play here. We're down to 53.3 seconds in the second period. It is 2-0 for the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers, who lead this series, by the way, 2-1. Osprey will make some changes here. Fowler and Laundry. And Reardon back on the ice. Growlers have that puck, holding that in. Canoe couldn't control it there, and it comes out. Here's Reardon with it now. He's got Laundry with him. He's looking. Take a shot. That goes off a stick and wide of the net. Now fight for it along the boards there. 3 guys involved, now 4. That puck will end up on the bench of the Osprey. 22.2 seconds left. Face-off will happen to the left of Hurley. One last try here in this second period for the Osprey to get on the board. Laundry, Reardon are out. And the puck will come around the back of the boards there. Lost in the corner for the moment. We're down under 10 seconds to play here in the second. A shot from Rowe goes wide of the net. Laundry will chase that. He's going to throw it back at the net. That one goes wide as well. Reardon couldn't tip it. Rowe trying to get it one more time, and the buzzer signals the end of period number 2. Another fast period. Another goal for the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers, now leading this game 2-0. We'll come back for the potentially final frame of the game in about 15 minutes' time. I'm Aiden Hibbs along with David Sims at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. Stay with us. And welcome back to the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center for period number 3, game number 4, 2-0 St. John's Pinnacle Growlers against the Tripen Osprey in the NL U18 AAA Championship. Right now this series being led by the Pinnacle Growlers after a double overtime win this past Tuesday night at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. Tonight's game here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center, by the way, Easter Sunday at 2 is the next game. These teams will square off in Game 5 here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. 2-goal deficit now for the Osprey heading into period number 3. They'll look to even things up here a little bit. Growlers. Hard to say if you're content with a 2-0 lead. I guess they are for the moment. We'll see how things work out here as we get into the final 20 minutes. I'm Aiden Hibbs. David Sims is your technical producer and cameraman for tonight's game. Large crowd here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. Large contingent of St. John's Pinnacle Growlers fans. And a larger contingent of the hometown fans as well for the Tripen AAA Osprey. We see Reardon and Harris on the ice right now, along with Sparks and Laundry and Green. They'll start off for the Osprey here. Growlers getting that puck quickly. Shepard tried to toss it back to Cooper, but it went wide of him. Chance out front, and a goal right off the bat, 12 seconds in. Sparks finding the back of the net on that one. Wasting no time. Getting on the board here in the third period. Take a look at this replay as the puck goes behind the net. Wide pass there, and you see a nice shot right off the bat. Here you have it. That lead of 2 gets cut in half pretty quickly. Teams will find themselves where they found themselves 12 seconds ago, at center ice. We had a little miscommunication on the ice there. That face-off play got whistled down. Osprey winning that one. Harris will throw that in deep into the Growler zone. Dahl will chase that behind the net. Ends up in the skates of the Growlers player. Another shot on net is gloved. That was Green with a hard, heavy shot from the point. Hurley grabbing that one, hanging onto it for a face-off. Inside his own zone, of course. It's a defense change for the Osprey. We see Whalen on the ice now. Laundry with that again. He's going to try to get back to his defenseman, but the Growlers trying hard to get that one out. Hodder sweeps it behind his own net and up the boards. The Osprey throwing that right back in. Hodder's on that puck behind his own net again. Up the boards, comes out over the line, but quickly turned by the Osprey and back in. There's Reardon to Laundry. Laundry taking a shot off the shoulder of Hurley. And the Growlers will come away with it. Witten with some speed. He's got 3 Osprey on him, and Cornu in deep with him. Daw on the far side there, but Laundry with a great play to stop that pass to Daw. So he gets that puck back out of the zone. Laundry on it again. Sometimes the speed of these young men is incredible. Damian Laundry is one guy who really has a burst of speed when he wants it. Crane now with the puck. That gets deflected. And it goes up into the netting. So far here, in a minute 22 of play in the third period, it's been all Osprey. Coming into this period, trailing by 2. They have cut that in half to score down 2-1. For the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers. Nick Crosby out to take the face-off. Inside the Growler zone once more. And Crane on it now. Crane going to try to sweep around. That gets stopped. Crane right back on that puck again. He's showing some incredible energy here in this shift. Growlers get that out. Skinner now will leave that for Devereaux, who will fire that ahead to Randall. Randall can't get it, and it's an icing call. So that's going to come all the way back to the Growlers zone again. 2:41 gone here in the third period. I'm Aiden Hibbs at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. Nick Crosby with that puck now. Tries to backhand that one in. Fowler trying to get at it. Comes out over the line, and Harris will take a second and then throw that right back in. Devereaux on that for the Growlers. He's going to backhand that around the back of his net for Goss to chase. The Osprey on that. Fan shot there by Crane, but he's back on the puck quickly. Now he's moving in. He'll take the shot. That goes off a leg, and block doesn't get to the net. And in force, the Growlers turn and bring that out. Not really a shot on net, but it does trickle toward French. He'll collect that to prevent any more danger from happening. Devereaux had some speed with him on that play. First time in this period that they've had a face-off inside the Osprey zone. Butler out now for the Growlers. Taking this face-off. He loses that to Tucker. And now the Osprey trying to break out of their own zone, but the Growlers are holding them in. Puck along the boards now. Osprey have it. Young had it taken away from him, but sent back to him by Kennedy. Now they move it ahead. That's Tucker in behind the nets. He'll send that back to his defenseman Green, who wastes no time in taking a shot. That gets stopped out front. Kennedy on that puck now. His shot goes wide. Tucker with it once more. They're going to try it again. Green sending that back to Tucker there. It's get picked off by Butler, and the Growlers trying to get that out. The Osprey keeping it in. That puck sent high by Hiscock, who'll chase that, and Walsh can't get a shot away. He'll give that to Butler on a backhanded pass. Puck ends up in the corner. Osprey fighting for that, and Green will come away with that behind his own net and bring that up for the Osprey. He'll throw that high into the zone. It doesn't make it all the way for icing. The Growlers collect it and trying to get it out. They'll turn and bring that back up ice. Here comes Butler. He's got Walsh with him. Good back-checking effort here by the Osprey. They'll send that back for Shepard at the point. Shepard can't shoot it, no line. He tried to pass that, a weak pass, and Young tried to make something happen there. He just kept it out of harm's way for the moment, and now he elects to change. From the Osprey again, that is Whalen. He'll fire that in. Hits the back glass. And here's Cleary with it now. That puck taken away from him and sent back for the Osprey. Tucker trying to hold that in. He falls. And the Osprey send that out again. Cleary with it up front. Gets knocked away from him, and Sexton will send that in for the Growlers all the way around the boards here. Growlers collect that and throw that towards the net. It goes wide. Whalen back to grab that one for the Osprey. He'll fire that ahead for Sparks. But the Growlers get it again and throw it in deep. Osprey with it once more. Now the Growlers. Cleary behind the nets. He can't control that. It gets knocked away from him. Does come back to his D-man, though. And now Butler behind the net for the Growlers. Tries to get out front for Cleary. It bounces off the back of the net, and it comes out. And here right now is Pitcher with it as he brings it in over the line. He had Ride out with him, but he couldn't get it back to him. Reardon in now to throw that around. That was Adam Dawson. Daw with it now for the Growlers, coming in over the line, getting it in deep. And Pitcher will cycle that all the way around. It gets knocked out of the zone. Here's Rideout with it, trying to throw it ahead. Reardon in on that, but Hurley elects to cover it up for the whistle. 5:05 gone here in the third period. Score presently 2-1 for the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers, who lead this series 2-1, fittingly enough. Face off inside the Growler zone. They're trying to get it out. Witten will lift that off the glass and out. It trickles all the way down to the Osprey zone. They'll turn that quickly and try to get it back out. They'll take a little bit of time here. It comes across to Laundry, who can't hit that with his stick, so we're going to get an icing call on that. Fast action here in period number 3. Osprey have cut the Growlers' lead in half. And they're looking to tie it up here. Hard to do in your own zone, and that's where this face-off is going to happen for the Osprey. Witten and Reardon Reardon trying to win that. That's caught in some skates there. But he'll control that and get it out. It's going to be sent back to him. He'll have to glove that down and bring it in over the line. Shot gets blocked out front, and again, Hurley covering that up there. And Laundrie complaining to the ref that was a bit of a quick whistle. That puck he thought was still active. Happy birthday once again to Clay Ryan. He's number 1 with the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers, turning 17 today. He's a goaltender. Hurley in net right now. That puck sent all the way back into the Growler zone again as they thought they had a chance to get it out, but the Osprey there to fire it back in. And the Osprey doing the exact same thing again, making sure that puck doesn't get out. Growlers with the dome behind their own net and up the boards. Cornu leaving it for Witten. Witten will bring that in. He'll drop that back. And the shots to French. French stops that one. Another shot at the line just held in there. Comes back to French again. This time he'll cover it up and hang on for the whistle. Both teams now will make changes. 6 minutes and 12 seconds gone in the third period. 2-1. The St. John's Pinnacle Growlers over the Tripen Osprey. Osprey in their own zone here, trying to get it out. That's Nick Crosby ahead for Crane. Crane will fire that ahead for Fowler, and Fowler will bring that in. Crane is with him. He sends that ahead for Nick Crosby. Nick ticks it on the net. Couldn't be controlled by Hurley, and the puck is still active here. The Osprey with it back at the line. They're going to throw that in deep again. This time, Shepard grabs that and is trying to get it out for the Growlers. He puts that right on the stick of Nick Crosby, who dances a little bit around there and sends that in. Great moves by Nick Crosby to get that on the net. Another shot on the net. This time, we get a whistle and a little tussle out in front of Hurley, who was on his back with that puck covered up. Osprey showing some great effort here in the third period. They know how much this game means. And so do the Growlers. They want to go ahead, and the Osprey want to tie up the series. Hard-fought battle being waged here in the third period for this game. Crosby staying out to take the face-off here to the left of Hurley. And getting kicked out of the face-off circle, so Crane will come in. Crane will win that one. And the Growlers are away with that. Here's Hiscock. He's got a goal tonight as well. And Walsh was trying to get at that, but that was knocked away from him. Green now will take it up for the Osprey and fire that in on net. It goes wide. Alex Crane laying chase in the corner there. Here's Butler with it, a little back pass. Crane almost had that one, but it got taken away from him. Now Growlers trying to get it out. Cross-ice pass that went behind its intended target, so Butler picks it up and sends it back to his defenseman to try to regroup here. And maybe try again. Hiscock with it. Gets taken away by Crane. Crane showing some great effort here. Getting thrown around a little bit for his efforts. Crowd complaining there should have been maybe a call on that one, but no arms are up. Butler now for the Growlers in over the line. He can't get it off of his stick for some reason there. He's being pushed into the corner. Here he is again out front. Oh, fanned pass. And that puck wide open for Young, who comes in. He'll take the shot. It goes off the blocker of Hurley. Osprey still on it. Great pass out front here. Oh, an attempted backhander. Gets knocked away. Here's Rowe with it. Rowe sends it up front. Hurley's going to cover that one up as Tucker almost had another chance for the Osprey here in the third period, who are really laying the pressure on the Growlers in this third period. Now Coach Nick Saunders looking for a word with the referee. The referee will oblige him. Going back to that call that on Alex Crane, that didn't happen, but I think the Osprey and certainly the fans here in the stands thought should have been a tripping call at least. We'll get a face-off to the left of Hurley here in the Growler zone. The Osprey are doing a great job in the face-off circle here in the third period, winning lots of those. The Growlers now trying to get that out, and they do. Young swings at it, can't get it back in. Now we do have a charging call. And it looks like the Osprey are heading back to the box. It's number 17, Tucker. Called with charging right there. Some applause from the Growlers fans on that one. And some complaints from the Osprey fans in attendance here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. Fast action here in the third period. Score is still 2-1 for the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers, and they lead this series 2-1 as well. Face off now to the left of French inside the Osprey zone. And the Growlers have that one. Back to the point. Comes to Porter. Porter looking for a lane. He'll find it. And just like that, French found the puck. Snapped it up with his glove, and he'll hang on for the face-off. Growlers on the power play here. They've found themselves on the power play several times. I don't think they've had a penalty call against so far in this game. Going to set things up again here. Another shot gets blocked out front. Porter now will turn and pass that. He's waiting for it back. He's not going to get it just yet. Finally, it comes back to him. He doesn't have a lane right now, but he's going to elect to shoot. That puck goes high and wide. There's Dahl with it there. He'll cycle it back to the corner for Cleary. Cleary can't get it. Canoe is in trying to get it, and Whalen is on top of him. Canoe gets knocked down. That puck did not come out. Great job by Porter. They're holding Porter's on the other side. Here's Porter with the puck again. He's going to shoot. That gets blocked out front, and Whalen doing another job. That shot goes wide. That's Dahl, by the way, on the other point there. That puck doesn't make it to French. He lost it for a second as it went off a player and bounced back. Growlers hanging on to it here. Porter with it now. Almost lost control of that puck. He'll give it to Witten. Back to Porter, who'll take the shot. That goes wide. That puck will come back for Witten. And no doubt back for Porter. Porter no lane. He'll give that back to Witten. A little too high for Witten. He'll send it back to Porter again. Porter fakes the shot. Gets the man out of position. And a great save on the part of French, who kicked it out and then had to quickly react to stop a second soft backhanded shot for the save there. 42 seconds left in the power play for the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers. We've played 9 minutes and 43 seconds. Of the third period. Face off again inside the Osprey zone. This time they'll clear the puck all the way down. And Laundrie is out to chase that. Goss is there, and it looks like Hurley's going to play it, and he does. Laundrie turns, and just as quickly is heading back up ice on the back check. Growlers looking to move that ahead on a long pass. It ends up in an icing call, and here with 26 seconds left in their power play, they'll have to face off in their own zone. I'm Aiden Hibbs along with David Sims. David's doing all the camera work and the producing of the program here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. Growlers with that. There's Goss behind his net, and he always comes out of there with some speed. He's got Laundrie matching his speed up the ice, so he'll choose to drop that back for Butler, who will carry it into the zone. Butler now looked like he was going to shoot, but he did not, so he carried it behind the net. That puck held in at the line there by Goss and sent quickly to Hiscock, who will take the shot. It gets deflected high and up into the netting. We're back to even strength here, folks, as Tucker just comes out of the box on that whistle. The Growlers now. Looks like a full line change for them. Sparks will move into face off against the Growlers number 15, Randall. Randall tips that back for Witten. Skinner, and Skinner throws that behind the net. Harris gets that out, and it's picked up there quickly, and Laundrie is on it. Laundrie can't get it to open ice to get a shot. That puck ends up in the pads of the netminder and then sent out. We do have a Growlers player on the ice right now, taking a couple of extra seconds to get up. He's up to one knee, and he is back to his feet. Osprey bouncing right back after killing off that penalty. Finding themselves again in the Growler zone here for a face-off. That's Sparks, Reardon, and Laundry out there right now. Whitten trying to keep that away from the front of his net. He does. And he'll move it out and up for the Growlers. Up through center. He's got a couple of Osprey on him, and that puck got tipped back out as he was trying to enter the zone, so it's an offside call. 9:02 left to play in the third period. Score is 2-1 for the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers. A lot of anxious folks here. Enjoying the game, but anxious about the outcome right now on both sides. Sparks now weaving his way through center. And Laundry in just a little bit too early as he tries to pick up that puck, and he's offside. So that face-off will come outside. Sparks, Reardon, and Landry staying out. The defenseman will be changed out. We have Rowe and Byrne out there now. And Cornu making some moves inside the zone there. That shot goes off the blocker of French. Growlers trying to get it out front, but Sparks is there to collect that. He'll move that ahead for Laundry, who tries to get that in the zone. It gets fired back out by the Growlers. Byrne chases that back. Now a long pass. Sends it up, leaves it for Laundry, who's going to come in to the zone and try to get it out front. It gets blocked there. And now Cornu will fire that all the way down the ice and get an icing call. And a change for the Growlers here with 8:13 left to play in the third period. Game 4 in a best of 4 out of 7 series here for the championship, the NL U18 AAA. Growlers trying to get out of their own zone again, but the Osprey turning him back. That's Crane in on the forecheck deep there. The Growlers do manage to get that out. Porter with the puck now. Tries to backhand it, but misses the puck. He'll send that across the ice, and that gets picked up and thrown in there by Cooper. Now Walsh is on that. He'll get that out of harm's way for the moment. Oh, comes out front. Porter there to take a shot. And that gets kicked away by French. Now battle for it in the corner. And the Growlers trying to get that out front. They do get it out front, but it gets knocked away again by the Osprey. The Osprey now moving it out through the neutral zone. Lose control of it there. And now it gets fired all the way in. And they'll chase it in, but the Growlers trying to get it out. Can't do it. Oh, now they do. Here's Shepard with it. Shepard turns and backhands it in. Nick Crosby grabs that puck, knocks it down, and now he's carrying it out. Oh, sorry, that's Green. Crosby was trailing him. The Growlers turning it around again and coming back up ice. Goss will throw that all the way in just as he gets over center. Hiscock with it now for the Growlers. He tried to center that for Walsh. Give him a shot from the high slot there, but it got picked off by Sparks. A great play. And they bring it back into the Growler zone. The Osprey now looking to try to make something happen, but the Growlers bring it right back out again. And Walsh with it out front. A great pass to Hiscock, but that's stopped by French. That shot attempt. And the Osprey will not get that out. Or yes, they will. It was just out over the line. The linesman had a better view of that than I did. And play is whistled down. 6:12 left in the third period. 2-1. Shot, a face-off now in the neutral zone. It's actually going to move all the way into the... No, it's going to stay in the neutral zone. Just a little closer just outside of the Growler zone here. The Osprey battling that, but could not win that face-off. And the Growlers now in control of the puck. They'll fire that up the ice, and Harris can't get that, so Green will move in to grab it. Now Laundry trying to make away with that, and he does. Gets it into the zone, and it leaves that for Sparks. Sparks trying to get it over. Oh, backhanded shot goes high and into the glass there. And the Growlers quickly coming away with it again. Turned over to the Osprey, who are running back up the ice. And a great shot. Stopped by Hurley, bounces up in the air and behind the nets. The Growlers looking for it again, but here's Laundry with a shot. That's steered away by Hurley. Now the puck comes back to the point for Harris, who's going to shoot that, and that's kicked away again by Hurley. But now we're getting a penalty call again. Looks like this time it'll be against the Growlers. First penalty of the game, and it's the team captain, Walsh, heading to the box on a slashing call. 5:21 left to play here, and this is crucial for the Osprey. An opportunity to tie things up here with the man advantage for the next 2 minutes. Tucker taking the face-off to the right of Hurley. 5-on-4. 5:21 left to play. And now the Growlers will try to clear that. That puck does come all the way out. And Green will go back to collect that. Vitch is in the zone there on the forecheck, and he's going to chase Green down a little bit. Green is going to drop that back for Sparks. He'll move that ahead for Crosby. Crosby trying to tip it in. Can't get it into the zone. Now Crane will throw it all the way in. And that'll bounce off the backboards for Hurley to cover up for a whistle. 4:55 left and 1:34 left to the power play for the Osprey here. Again, the Growlers captain, Walsh, on a slashing call late in the third period. Reardon taking the face-off now against Whitten. And the Osprey get that back to the points for Green. It comes to Sparks. Sparks looking for a lane. Oh, and a great shot there. But Hurley denying that opportunity. Reardon looked like he had a great opportunity to get that one into the net. He always makes things happen when he's out on the ice. This whole line doing very well with Crane out there now and Sparks and Reardon. And Nick Crosby as well. Growlers coming away with it. Vitch going to carry it into the Osprey zone and try to kill off some of this power play. The Osprey come away with that puck again. And that's sent high for Crosby. He's in over center and inside the zone. He'll send that across for Crane. A little too high and out of his reach. So it's in the corner here. The Osprey now battling for that. Here's Reardon with it behind the nets. Reardon trying to get that back to his defenseman, but it was a bit of a weak shot coming off of his stick there. Now Crosby with it. He'll send that back towards the nets. And Crane will pick that up. He'll fire that. Hits the side of the net. Crosby on it again. Crosby going to set something up here. He'll send it back to the point for Sparks, who will shoot. That gets stopped out front. Another shot, and this time Hurley will stop that. 3:50 left to play in the third. We're still on the power play here for the Osprey. 29 seconds left to go to the Walsh penalty. Score is 2-1. This has been an exciting, close, fast-paced game of hockey, as they all have so far in this series. 29 seconds now on this man advantage for the Osprey to make something happen. Tie up this game, perhaps. Puck comes out over the line, and Reardon will go back to collect that. He'll turn, gives that to Laundry. Laundry will move it ahead for Fowler. It gets knocked off his stick and sent back. Laundry will turn quickly and grab that and come up through the neutral zone again. Got some room this time. He's in over the line. Sends that behind the net. It's going to get knocked around. I thought it was going to be stopped at the line. But Walsh missed that, and that's the end of the power play. Now here comes Reardon with it through center. He's got 3 Growlers on him. Laundry on the far side there. Can the puck come around? It gets knocked away The Growlers turning quickly now with some force coming up the ice. They're in. That is Walsh. Walsh sends it to Cornu, who takes the shots. And it's gloved by French here. 3 minutes exactly left. 17 gone in the third period. And the St. John's Pinnacle Growlers leading by 1. The score 2-1 here late in the third. Last time these two teams met in Game 3, we went to double overtime. Face off in the zone, comes out over the line for the Growlers to collect in the neutral zone. Goss has it now. He fires that back in deep. It bounces off the boards and comes right out to the slot. Luckily the Osprey collect that and they'll turn. Here's Green with it, trying to get that up high. He couldn't. He fanned on that pass. Here's Butler with it. His pass is picked off, and now Alex Crane will carry it up ice with some speed. Trying to get it in front of the net, and he does. Hurley collects it again, and we'll get a whistle and a face-off inside the Growler zone. 2:27 left to play. Harrison Green out on the defense right now for the Osprey. We see Nick Crosby out there. Alex Crane and Fowler should be with him. Sparks is out there. And out it comes with Cornu bringing it into the Osprey zone. He'll fire that across the front of the net, forcing French to get his stick on that, and he does. Witten will turn that around now and throw it back down. Whalen's just coming off the bench to collect that for the Osprey. Growlers keep it in the zone. Cornu out front. He'll take the shots. And a stop by French, who's been really great. Both of these guys in net tonight. Hurley and French putting on a show, really, because there's been lots of opportunities for both teams. 2:01 left here in the third. Osprey trailing by 1. Trailing by 1 in the game, trailing right now by 1 in the series as well. This is Game 4. Game 5 happens Sunday afternoon, Easter Sunday, 2 p.m. here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. I'm Aiden Hibbs. David Sims is our technical producer and cameraman for tonight. We have a timeout happening right now. Both teams talking to, or both coaches are talking to their teams, planning a little strategy. Face-off will happen inside the Osprey zone to the left of French. Reardon, Crosby, and Sparks out the forwards for the Osprey. Right now, here's Walsh, the team captain for the Growlers. With a shot that gets knocked away. Back behind the net, the Osprey have it. And there's Green moving it ahead for Nick Crosby. He's got Fowler with him as they come into the zone. Looking for an opportunity across for Reardon. Picks that up on his backhand. Throws that toward the net. And the Osprey will keep it in. Crosby to Sparks, cross ice. Sparks looking for a lane. He finds it and he scores! What a great shot! Tying this game with just 1:25 left. Crosby cross ice pass for Sparks, who finds the back of the net. You see it here on your replay. Just like that. We have a tie game with 1:25 left. And the crowd here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center has come alive. The music is even louder. Face off at center ice. Cornu looking to make something happen there for the Growlers, but the puck comes out of the zone again. Witten will turn and throw that right back in. Whalen is chasing it. Cornu is heavy on him. He'll get that out. Reardon knocking that out for Sparks, the goal scorer here, to tie things up. In the neutral zone, Green in with it. He's got a little bit of space over to Laundry. Laundry will take that shot. Wow. We had a rebound there that looked a little dangerous. Puck comes ahead for Vitch. He can't get inside the zone with it. Osprey keeping it out. He'll turn again, and there's Vitch with it, number 8. He gets knocked off that puck. And Laundry turning around and trying to bring it into the zone. He's in there all alone right now as his line mates are changing. Crosby is back out. He'll get into the corner there and grab that puck. Give it for Crane. Crane will take the shot that goes across the blue ice. Crowd calling for a penalty there, and it looks like they'll get it. It's a holding call. And it looks like Shepard for the Growlers going to the box. 18.7 seconds left. And the Osprey will have a man advantage. Can they make something happen here in these 18 seconds to stave off overtime and tie up this series? This is an exciting game of hockey. Fast, furious, incredible chances from both teams. Crosby taking that face off. He'll send that back. Green is with it. Cross ice to Reardon. Reardon being pressured there. He'll give it to Crosby. Growlers will grab it in the corner and send it all the way out and down. We've got 5 seconds left to play here. Green with it again now. He's going to hang on to that puck and wait for overtime. David Sims is laughing at me because, well, we've done 3 games in a row together. The championship game for the CBN Junior Stars and the Mount Pearl Blades. Friday night before last went to double overtime. And, well, last Friday night actually, it was a week ago. And then the game on Tuesday between these two teams went to double overtime, and he just looked at me and laughed because we're heading to overtime again, folks. We'll get a little quick break here, and then we'll do 10 minutes. Sudden death overtime, and if in that 10 minutes neither team scores, we'll get the ice cleaned, and we'll come back with a full 20-minute period. Wow, minute 25 left in the third period, just when it looked like the Growlers maybe had secured the win. 2-1, slim as it might have been, because that's a very slim margin there. But it looks like they might have had that win. And the Osprey do a great job of coming back and tying things up. How exciting here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. Sparks with a beauty shot from the point on a great pass from Nick Crosby. Tying things up. Brought this building to life. Both of these teams showing incredible skill, incredible fortitude, and just not quitting. And here we go. By the way, as we head into this overtime period, 10 minutes. The Ospreys still have the man advantage as Shepard is in the box for the Growlers. 1:42 left to that penalty, by the way. Eye the Tiger playing overhead. And here we go. 10 minutes on the clock in the overtime period. 1:42 left in the penalty. Face off at center ice. Adam Dawson out to take that for the Osprey. Growlers have it back in their own zone, and they'll throw that all the way down the ice. Walsh will run back for his Osprey team and collect that. And he'll move it out rather quickly. Send it back for Reardon as he was being pressured there. Reardon in over the line. Looking to set things up. He'll bounce that behind the net for Dawson, who will throw that ahead there. Comes back to Dawson and back to the point for Walsh, who will give it back to Dawson. Pops over his stick. Fowler will grab it behind the net. Out to Reardon. Reardon looking to move that, and he does. And Walsh will have to throw that back in the corner. Fowler on it quickly for the Osprey. He's going to send that back for Walsh. Walsh collects that on his backhand. He'll throw it towards the net, and Fowler trying to give it a little extra effort there and tip it in. Couldn't do it. Fowler back to Adam Dawson. It gets picked off by Walsh from the Growlers, and he'll throw that all the way down the ice. 40 seconds left to this Osprey power play. And here they come again with number 5, Walsh, bringing that up the ice through the neutral zone. He's going to fire that back for Sparks to collect it. Here comes Sparks. He's gaining speed. He's going to take a shot. That gets blocked out front. And that puck just outside. 22 seconds left now in the power play for the Osprey. 2-2. Overtime. We've played a minute 20 so far. Face off in the neutral zone. Growlers looking to kill off this penalty and get back to even strength before the Osprey can win this game with the power play goal. Just 10 seconds left of this power play, and that's the Osprey in deep with it. Comes back to Crosby. Crosby's going to give that to Green. He'll fire it. It is stopped, but the rebound is left wide open there. The puck out around the front of the net. We are back to even strength, folks. As Hiscock is out on the ice. Sparks is changing out, and Whalen's coming on. Puck is held up in the corner there. Goss comes away with it, and will fire that over the line and down the ice for the Growlers. Hiscock is laying chase. Whalen ahead of him. He'll carry that behind the net and send it back for Green. Smart play there. Green now will fire that high up the ice. Misses its target of Crane. Icing got waved off there. Crane now with it around the net. He's going to try to get that out front. Can't get a clear shot away there. And that puck will come back for Whalen. Whalen's going to try to shoot that. It gets blocked. The Growlers now coming away with that. Hiscock fans on that pass, and now he's forced to turn around and fire it in deep. Walsh there for the Growlers to try to grab that, but he's being pressured, of course, by the Osprey along the boards there. That's Walsh and Walsh fighting for that puck, and it comes out. Here's Reardon with it. He'll bring it over the line and take the shot. That goes wide of the net. Bounced off the backboards there. Didn't come out straight. And Reardon will fire that in deep again. Another shot there. That's Sparks. That puck will come out over the line. Sparks back to collect that. Shovel that ahead with his own hand for himself. And now he's turning around and bringing it through the neutral zone once again. He'll get past all of the Growlers right there, but he can't get a shot away. Now he turns and fires that, looking for a centering pass. Sparks is on that. He'll give that to Reardon. And the Growlers will come away with that. But they get turned back. And here come the Osprey in the zone. Reardon now looking for a shot. That's saved by Hurley. Puck caught up along the boards here. Will come back. Oh, and Green could not hold that line. Two of the Osprey were there, and that puck just bounced over Green's stick. A little unfortunate. He thought he had it. Now both teams will make changes. 6:16 left here in the overtime period. Score is 2-2 at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center in Game 4. Face off in the neutral zone, and the Osprey will throw that in, but the Growlers will collect it and get it out of their zone, or at least attempt to, pretty quickly. Here's Skinner with it. He'll run up the ice. He's got a couple of Osprey pressuring him. Whalen in there deep. Now the Osprey trying to get it out. Comes to the line. Shepard trying to hold that in, but it came out, so Growlers need to get on side, and they do, and the puck comes down into their zone. Kennedy chasing that, laying some pressure there. Now the Osprey holding that along the boards. That's Pitcher back for Kennedy. Kennedy's in there by himself. Can't deke that around the Growlers player, but it's held in at the line. Here's Walsh with a shot. And Hurley has to make that save. Puck along the boards now. Knight trying to get it out. Kicked back by Walsh. Walsh will grab it again. He'll throw that across the ice. And there's Skinner throwing it down and looking for a change. The Osprey now. Whalen with it through the neutral zone. They've got a bit of time here. Whalen can't get the shot away. His stick gets blocked. And the Growlers will get that out once more. The Osprey trying to fire that ahead. A little back and forth in the neutral zone. It ends up back in the Growler zone. Goss chasing it. Crane on him. Goss will turn like we've seen him so many times in this game. Come up from behind his own net with a bit of speed. That puck hops away from Harris there, and Green goes back to collect that and get it out of the zone, out of harm's way for now. Goss with it, doing a back turn there and trying to shovel that puck into the zone. There's Green getting it back out again. Right now the Growlers, that's Devereaux firing that in. It'll come all the way around, and Green will get that out. He'll leave that for Crosby, who gives it to Fowler to Crane, and Crane is in. Crane scores! A great play! Overtime and a victory for the Tripen Osprey as they tie this series. The crowd is on its feet. 3-2 the final score on a great play from Crosby to Fowler to Crane, and the shot. Crane finds the back of the net, and there you have it, folks. It is 3-2 the final score in overtime, and the Osprey have tied this series. Sunday afternoon, Easter Sunday, 2 o'clock, Game 5. That's going to happen here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. I'm Aiden Hibbs. Thank you for joining tonight. Don Coombs will be your play-by-play announcer coming up on Sunday afternoon. I'm sure David Sims will be a part of the program as well. Thank you so much for joining us from the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. Good night.